Hello, welcome in daily newspaper editorials audio program. Now headlines. Fatal mistake. Times of India. Biodiversity is the new oil. Protect it. The Economic Times. Now headlines in detail. Fatal mistake. The Times of India. In a terribly gender unequal society, U-turn ideas such as releasing pre-birth sex determination are dangerous. Times of India editorials. How the status of women and the opportunities available to them in India have improved over time is a topic that can have as many answers as debaters, but that progress has been patchy is indisputable. A data point showing this starkly is that the share outside the labor force due to care responsibilities is 53% for women and 1% for men. The ILO report highlighting this disparity also suggests how doubly cruel it is. Women not only carry a disproportionate burden of unpaid work, they are then punished with a lower status vis-a-vis men as breadwinners. So the second indisputable case is that India must only march forward on gender equality. There is absolutely no room for any U-turns. Obviously, it is not women alone who are bounded by any agency or policy attempting such research. All that changes them also brutally keeps the whole of society and economic from reaching its potential. Sometimes U-turn campaigns borrow and language of liberty and technological progress, and this discuss has to be dismantled. A recent example is Indian Medical Association President R.V. Asokan graving headlines in aid of legalizing parental sex determination test. His contention is that the PCPNDT prohibition should be pulled down because they have been a massive failure over 30 years. But would anyone ask for legally sanctioning murder because penalties have not ended murders over the countries? Offspring sex selection favoring the male offspring is a cruel indicator of the life of a female not being valued and even despised across societies. But it would be a British country that would leave societies to change his barbaric practice at their own leisure. Strict implementation of laws relating to diagnostic techniques of for determination for the sex of the fetus is the more just rational and produced path that India's sex ratio at birth is still only 933 reflects lackadaisical implementation and zero room for further laxity. Asokan's suggested alternative to monitoring the cleanings is to tag every one child and whole people responsible if anything untoward happens, as if putting all women under service lines and threat of punishment would not be an even more preserved use of technology. The unblessing each with which such anti-women prepositions continue to be proffered as plans for progress shows how deep the sexist taint still runs among us. Deleting this is essential to make our families, schools, and workplaces the best of what teach can be. Biodiversity is the new oil, protect it. The Economic Times. representatives from 180 countries met at an UN COP16 Biodiversity Summit in Colombia for 2 weeks, but key issues including mobilizing and distributing 200 billion annually by 2030, a target set at the last biodiversity talks in Montreal remained unresolved, with developed countries pushing back. Two agreements emerged: payment by pharma, cosmetics and food companies for the use of genetic research from biodiversity-rich developing countries, and creation of a permanent body for indigenous peoples to advise biodiversity COPs. The contentious issue of establishing a new fund will be revised at international meetings next year, as with the climate COP that begins in Baku, Azerbaijan next week. The mobilization of funds from developed to developing countries remain a hot button issue. Bridging the gap between what's plagued and what's needed for saving the world biodiversity will require out of the box thinking and flexibility, along with greater accountability, predictability, and clarity to ensure existing funds are not reclassified. On average, wildlife populations have declined by almost 70% since 1970 worldwide. The impact is so large that wild mammals declined as a share of the global mammal biomass from 17% in 1900 to just 4% in 2015. Humans and livestock account for the remaining 96%. India and other developing countries ensured national laws on access to and benefits sharing from resource were not overridden by global mechanism. While the outcome has its limitation, and agreement opens possibility for monetary benefits to flow back to communities and outcomes at scale, could prompt biodiversity rich, especially developing countries like India, to strengthen mechanism for conservation and fair use of resource. Thank you.